streaming app, but it wasn't working, which is unfortunate. Something's going on with like my YouTube or my streaming app. One of them is preventing me from. I really didn't want to go live today, but I figured I might as well just do it since I'm working. Yeah, like, I don't know why. It just kept. So the quality is going to be a little bit worse, because obviously if I'm streaming on YouTube, the quality is lower. But I have a few PS5s that I'm repairing, so. Alright. I also have a SCUF controller in here that I need to fix stick drift on, but that'll probably be tomorrow, because I have to fix these two PS5s, and someone has an appointment at 4. So I have an hour to finish both of these PS5s. Well, I guess a little bit less than an hour now. I thought it was just going to be smooth sailing the rest of the day. Guess not. I knew I couldn't work on that controller yet, though. I just had a feeling. The SCUF controller. Oop, forgot to put gloves on. Gotta put some gloves on. Don't want any dirty hands here. Yeah, I went live earlier and fixed an Xbox Series X HDMI and stick drift on somebody's controller. And I thought that I wasn't going to have anything until 4. But then somebody dropped off 2 PS5s. This guy brought in a Slim and a regular PS5. So, both of them look like they have similar damage, which is like not too bad. But it looks like tab damage, so the tab in the middle of the HDMI port looks messed up. On the regular one though, there might be damage on, there might be more damage like on the pads or something in the back, I'm not sure. Because I haven't opened it yet, but it does look a little pushed back, so. But this one looks like it's just the tab in the port. Which you can see here. Well, hopefully you can see there. Yeah, you can see that tab on the left hand side is broken. So we're gonna get that one taken off. I was hoping that I could go live using my streaming app because the quality is so much better, but it was not working for me. But it wasn't working for me from the beginning. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to like delete the app or something like that and try to re-download it because it's just garbage. Alright. So put some flux on the back of that port there. And I'm gonna pre-tin the next port that I'm gonna be using here. Get that one ready so I can do a quick swap. I'm gonna pull off the bad one. As long as nothing too crazy is going on, but it doesn't look like there's any damage beyond just the port. Alright, so we got our solder on those pins there. So they go from like a copper color to that silver color. That's how you know that the solder is on there. Let me heat this sucker up here. And you see this flux start to melt. Yeah, it's so satisfying, right? It's like when you were a kid and you dumped a bunch of ice in the sink. You ran water over it to watch it all melt. And it's smoking pretty hard here. But it's like there's so much flux. Hopefully it doesn't fly off. It looks like it's gonna fly off. If the strip flies off, it's gonna burn me. I'll take it before that happens. Alright, looks like it's perfect. Let's see if I can move this a hair. There we go. Yeah, it looks like there's no damage on here, which is good. Means we can do a nice little swap. You are perfect, King. Well, thank you. I know it's kind of blurry. Like I said, like I'm frustrated because my app wasn't working. So it's kind of hard to see, but everything looks in order. It looks in line here. So wait for these feet holes to melt a little more. There it goes. And while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and add some solder to the feet holes. That way it pulls all the solder up into those holes to secure the port in there better. That should be good now. Just give it a couple love touches here. Take the heat away. Is it a heat gun? It is a heat gun. It is a very hot heat gun. Actually, in the last live, when I was live earlier, I like looked up how much it was, because it's 450 degrees Celsius, which I guess is, I think it was 842 degrees Fahrenheit, which is crazy. Just get some of the flux off of the back here. Alright, well that was pretty straightforward there, so thankfully there was no extra damage to the motherboard or anything. I am gonna have to fix the liquid metal a little bit here though, and on the heatsink side. So I'm just going to use my syringe here to pick up the liquid metal that's sitting around where it should be. And then put it right back in the middle. And hopefully it should stay as long as, well, I'll let you guys focus on that a little more. So I get the little ball of liquid metal right there. Hopefully it'll stay. As long as there's like not too much build-up underneath it. Usually it sticks pretty well. It's not going to stick right here though, I can tell you that much. Where that dark spot is. Yeah, so this one definitely had some overheating issues. Whether or not they actually affected it or the gameplay is a whole nother issue, but on the heatsink side it's good. On the motherboard side it's a little sparse still, which is fine. It's not going to cause any issues or anything like that. Unless if it already has caused issues, but I'm just waiting for the board to cool down here. While that's waiting, or while that's cooling down, I'll probably start on the next one. Yeah, so I have the scuff controller here, which I'm not going to work on right now, because I have two consoles in here, so I'm gonna put this one to the side. And I'm just gonna open this one up. So many controllers disassembled back here. And we get some dust. Go ahead and vacuum that off real quick. The least fun part of the job here. Techno ECM Repair and Training Center. Hello. It's a really long name. I feel like it might be, but I'm not too sure. Is that like obnoxiously loud? I guess I should watch these videos and make sure that that's not like screaming loud. Looks like there's quite a bit of dust in this one. You can never tell by just the outside though. Yeah, see, it's not even that bad in there, honestly. Some of these, when you open them up, it's completely stuffed full of dust and a bunch of other stuff, hair, all that crap. Alright, I'm going to take a break on that one for just a second. We're going to come back to the other one here and get this one put back together, because the board should have cooled down by now. Let me make sure. Could probably use just a little bit longer. Alright, back down. Alright. Well, at least this is one of the smaller versions of the original PS5, which are a little bit easier to work on than the bigger version. The bigger version takes the longest. That one's just lasts so long taking that one apart. I just launched that one into space, huh? Yeah, it's funny. I actually held this version's motherboard up to the slim motherboard, and they're pretty much the same exact size, which is funny because this console is so much bigger, and for what? The boards are almost exactly the same size. Just throw that in there right now. Almost forgot where that screw was. And hopefully, yeah, the port's a little pushed back on this one, but there's like damage inside of it there. So that one's disconnected in that way. But it looks like we can go ahead and put the Slim back together here because it's cooled down. And like I've said in the past, these ones, they take so much longer to cool down than the regular ones. I don't know why. Maybe the board is a little thicker. I guess I really haven't looked at that. Don't panic. I know it's dirty. It doesn't matter that I put this one on because it wasn't dirty anything below that, so. Hopefully that's all the vacuuming I need to do. That's always so loud on here. PS5, what's up with it? I have two PS5s right here actually, one down here and one up here. Both of them broken HDMIs. I knew these Slims were junk. I actually think the Slims are a little better, as long as you lay it down. But I mean, I work on so many of these that I can't really say which ones are better. I guess I could say that I just get fewer slims, but maybe people have fewer PS5 slims. I don't know, that could also be a possibility. But it is less to take apart and put back together. Unlike the original models and the Pros. Well, I guess the Pros aren't too bad. The Pro's kind of like this one, it's just a little bit bigger. Alright, I'm gonna go plug this one out and make sure it works real quick. And then I'm gonna get to that one right there again. Alright, so did I ever fix the Ethernet port? I have not yet, no. Yeah, I actually went live this morning, and then after that live I cut out and tried to work on that one. It's just, I think I'm just gonna tell the guy he can come pick it up, because it's atrocious. It's just, yeah, it's just... Alright, so here's the first HDMI port. This is on the Slim here, so this one's good. Now we just need to do the regular model. And we're kind of having like a time competition too, because that one took about 28 minutes, but I also disassembled the regular PS5 already, so I have a feeling that we're perfectly on track right now. Because I have an appointment coming in at 4, at least that's what they said. Who knows? Some people come in for the appointments, some people don't. So we'll see. But if so, then maybe we can get 3 done within an hour and a half. That'd be pretty cool. See, this port doesn't look as damaged, but it's definitely damaged. It just I guarantee when I pull it off though, all the pins on the back of the port will be all jagged. Usually if you can't see too much damage on it, that means that the pins are all messed up on the back of the port. Alright, just get some flux on the new port here so we can put some new solder on there. That way it's easier for us to put the port on. Looks like there's some dust or something on the prongs for the power supply, so I'll have to clean those off too. Hello, Akbar. Alright, so we got some solder on there. So that's just, oop. Kind of out of focus. Ugh. I know these boards are kind of challenging because they keep going out of focus, but got some new solder on the pins for the new port when it goes to be installed. Hopefully I can get this to where it, there we go. Get a little bit of a close-up there so you can see what's going on. You just pre-10 a bunch of ports? Yeah. I mean, I could do that too. Usually during like the winter time, or I would say leading up to like Christmas, I pre-10 a bunch of ports because I get so many people in. I gotta get like 10 consoles a day, and so I have to 10 the ports previously. That way I can just go back to back to back to back without having to worry about it, because then I can just take them off and alright. Yeah, the pins on the back of the port are all jagged, just like I thought. The motherboard itself looks perfectly fine, which is good. That's what we want. But these pins on the back, you can see that they're not straight. These are the pins, by the way, back there. At the very tip of my finger, they're all kind of like jagged and crooked. So it's always hard to tell, too, because you like look inside of this and you're like, oh, it's not too bad. But the damage is not visible in the front anyways. And we're just going to heat this back up so we can get the new port put on there. Looks like we got a little bubble here. Pop, pop. It's not popping. Flux bubble. Guess it doesn't want to pop. Yeah, it's just staying there. That's fine. Wow, I'm surprised this board cooled down really quick. So it must be cooler in here than it was yesterday. The solder is not melting yet. Is this melting? Oh, it is. Wow, that was weird. Just like that. I make it look so easy, I promise you. This took a lot of time to acquire this fast skill here. Put some of our solder in those footholes there, that way it sucks up the solder from down below. Hold the port in nice there. Make sure that the pins on the back here are all connected to the solder. And I'm going to take away the heat. Just leave the pressure there with the tweezers. That one should be good. I'm gonna check the pins on the port real quick, make sure that those are secured. Make sure I don't have any cold solder joints or anything. Which is why it's so important to tin the port before you put it on there. So you put your own solder on there so that the copper doesn't have a chance to create a cold solder joint with the solder that's on the motherboard, because then your solder will melt to the other solder, which makes it less likely. It could still happen, but it's less likely. Alright, so we got that one done too. Now we just need to wait for this board to cool down as well. And looks like the liquid metal's better on this one. Yeah, it's definitely better on this one. Get the light over there so you can see it. So you can see there's only like a small gap right there, which isn't really going to cause an issue. This one probably doesn't have any overheating problems at all. And they possibly laid this one down, which is ideal. To be honest, there's not that much liquid metal on the sides. Yeah, it didn't even put that much back on. Most of it's up here on the top, which if it's on the top like that, that definitely means that they had it laying down, I think. I think. Don't want to say that for sure, but... Get that separated out or spread out just a little bit. Create a nice even surface there. And we'll just let it cool down here. Hopefully this one will cool down a little more, or a little faster. Reapers.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good.
Do y'all fix like HDMI ports for Xboxes?
What kind of Xbox?
Series S?
The Series S, yes we do.
You know how much it costs?
Yes, it's $90 to get it fixed, and it usually takes about 30 minutes for us to do it.
Okay.
Alright.
Can I bring it any time this week or?
Yeah, you can bring it anytime this week. Yeah, I just ask that you bring it before 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Alright, you're welcome. Laying down, standing up, it matters none. It does matter though. I highly disagree with you because I work on a ton of these, and the ones that don't come back after I do the overheating fix on them, which is whenever they're playing a PlayStation 5 version game, there's different like tier levels on the damage that it does too. The beginning is whenever it lasts 30 to 45 minutes during a PlayStation 5 game, and then it cuts off. And then there's and then it lasts only like 10 to 15 minutes and cuts off. That's like second level. And then there's where it just doesn't turn on anymore. And obviously that's the worst that can happen. Which can come from standing it up. But after I do the repairs and people lay them down, they don't come back. But if people stand them up, they will come back. They usually come back in like a year and a half. Which is still quite a long time, but for the people who lay it down, for the people who lay it down, it doesn't cause any problems. You can have opinion, but you also don't bond the LM to the chip. I don't know what the hell that means. No idea. Oh, are you talking about? You're talking about on the APU? Is that what you're saying? You're talking about the liquid metal to the APU? What do you mean I don't bond it? Both? What do you mean both? Yeah, but it does matter, yeah. Yeah, if you stand it up, it's definitely going to cause issues. But if you lay it down, it's less likely. Could still cause issues, but it's very less likely. What do you mean you'll watch this one? Watch what? Are you talking about this on the APU? You see that? No gaps. Perfectly fine. So this one won't cause any issues. The one I did previous to this may cause issues. But like I've said in previous things, if it has the rough patches or the patches where it doesn't stick, then that's a different process. And I always tell them if that's the case. And then if it does cause problems, they can bring it in and I'll clean it for them. But it takes longer, and if it doesn't cause any problems, well then they're fine and it doesn't matter. But yeah, if it doesn't stick, that's completely different. But if it sticks like this one did, this one stuck just fine. So, and they laid it down, and as shown, as proof has shown, the liquid metal was exactly where it should be. I just spread it back out. But on their other console, which was not laid down, and I could tell, the liquid metal had separated and fell to the bottom, leaving a gap on the top. And that gap on the top became a more severe issue. So the liquid metal didn't stick to it, which is exactly what I'm talking about. What did I do with my screwdriver? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Did you bond it with a swab? No, it did bond. What are you saying, Dave? It did bond. It absolutely did. This one did. The last one did not. You have to scrape it. Okay, I work on so many of these. I'm just telling you right now. You have to scrape that off. If you do not scrape that off, it will not stick. It doesn't matter what you do. I use the cotton swab on it and it won't stick. The reason it won't stick is because it has buildup. It has this like buildup on it, right? So either it creates pitting or it creates like a metallic buildup. With the metallic buildup, you need to completely extract all the liquid metal off. Once you do that, it's not going to be a flat surface. It's going to be rough. It's going to be textured, and you don't want that. So then you have to take a razor blade, which I have around here somewhere. You take a razor blade and you have to actually scrape it off in order to get it to work. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Were you the appointment?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm getting one put back together right now.
Dude, it's been like 3 weeks. I don't care how long it takes anymore.
You said what now?
It's been like 3 weeks. I don't care how long it takes anymore. I'm just glad to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just get this one put back together, and then I know nobody knows anything, especially if you never take advice. Well, I don't need advice on this, because to be honest with you, there's about 30 different places in this area who claim to fix that issue, and none of them can actually fix it, except for me. So on that one, I have to say, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. Am I running behind? Still good. Okay. Vacuum out this side real quick. Alright, we'll go test this one out. Make sure this one works too. Alright, I'll have you sign in right here.
Alright. How many HDMIs are messed up?
All of them?
I don't even understand what happened because mine worked at my house. Brought it back because I'm a student at the college. Brought it back down here, plugged it into my TV, and it just wouldn't work anymore.
Did you unplug all the cords?
Yeah, I always unplug it.
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes it's just like a freak thing. So.
My friend dropped his down the stairs. He's like, "Yeah, it's not that hard to get fixed. They break all the time." All right, cool. Do I need to leave you with my cords and all?
No.
No. Okay. And you'll just like text or call whenever it's finished. Or
Yeah.
if I need to sit here. All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, get on to the next one here. Oh yeah. So this one has some damage on the tab. Right there. Alright, the PlayStation 5 I was just working on when I brought it in. It was weird because it like started up wrong. And it's still like starting up weird, so I don't know what's wrong with that one. But the Slim is good, as you saw. But that other one, I don't know what was going on with that. I told the customer too, something weird was going on with this, so I'll have to take another look. Just a second here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. Definitely gonna have to give him a call back. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go plug that one in and just leave it. He said it's been off for a long time, so. Yeah, I'm gonna plug it in. Sometimes it's like a weird thing where you have to leave it plugged in for a long time. Especially if the console's been off. He said it's just been sitting for a really long time, so. Look at that, it's pretty dusty. But once again, it's really not as dusty inside as it was in the fan. I'm gonna plug that other one in real quick. See if that'll help the issue. Yeah, now just leave it there and see what happens with that one. Oh no. Alright, there it is. Battery's low on my drill here. Reapers.
Hi, do you guys do headset repair?
We do not.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. What's he doing? He's fixing an HDMI port on a PlayStation 5. Yeah, look at that. You can see the whole tab there on the left-hand side is completely broken. So I'm gonna move it down here. I am changing the HDMI port on the PS5. Hello, Russ. Hello, Caden. Hello, Caddy. Hope everyone's doing well. All right. Building a flux capacitor. Possibly. During my live this morning, I said that I was working on close enough, but a light for an aircraft yesterday, so something a little bit different. Is it focused? I can't tell if it's focused. All right, guys. It's a little better. I actually don't know how long this takes whenever I start heating this up. Maybe I should time it. I should time it next time. It is a little bit cooler in here though, so it's taking just a hair longer. Oh, the inside of the port is actually detached from the outside. You see that? When I move this, it doesn't move the inside at first. Thankfully none of the pads are ripped up though. And it looks like we can just do 1-for-1, no cleaning or anything needed right here. PS5 HDMI change, that's what happens when kids rage. Or HDMI takes all the blunt force. Yeah, it's actually not kids as often as it is girlfriends and wives. Which is kind of funny, but... What's up, Bruce Wayne? Alright, that was like the most ideal HDMI repair right there. That's from like start to finish, it just works perfectly. I think it's because that last one was such a headache for me. Domestic violence against the PS5, yeah. Alright, now I'm just gonna let that one cool down. I'm gonna test the other PS5 real quick and see what the status of that is. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you. Did you mod it yet? What? Mod what? A controller or something like that? Is that what you're talking about? So this is the PS5 that wouldn't turn on right here. So this is what happens when these sit for a while. I hate when these ones come in though because it makes me so nervous. But this one was when he first brought it in. I plugged it up to the power cord, and it turned on by itself. And then once it turned on, it went into rest mode. So I thought the power button was being depressed, right? So then I pressed the power button again, and it must have like knocked it free so that the console could turn back on. So the console turned back on, right? But it's still not displaying an image. That's why it came in HDMI port. But it's been sitting for so long that he was like, I don't really know what's going on with it because it's been sitting. So, but then when I turned it off, right, it was like turning. It was, the white light was strobing, which means it's turning off, and then it quickly like cut off. The white light did. And then I went and worked on it and brought it back. And then when I tried to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on, right? So for like a good like 5 times, it wouldn't turn on. And usually this is what happens. So if it sits for a long time like this, you got to leave the power cord plugged into it for quite some time, like I did while I was doing the other repair back there just now. I left this one just plugged in, and it was able to turn on. So it's definitely definitely, I don't like when this happens though. I'm telling you, I don't like this because I've had it before where I'm just like, I really don't know what's going on with it, and I like let them leave with it, and then it probably works for them because they probably just leave it plugged in their house and then try turning it on, and eventually one day it just works. So, which is good for them, but I mean, it's, you know, I'd be out of my payment for it. So. But yeah, I mean, it's good that it's working though. It means that it is good to go. I'm just gonna call the customer real quick so I don't get too backed up here because I have that other one too. Hey, it's Reaper's Electronics. Your PS5s are good to go. Yeah, you're welcome. Sometimes I can't hear what people are saying on the phone. I had no idea what he just said. Nice job. Thank you. Thank you, Caddy. All right. We'll see how this one is. I don't think it'll cool down yet, but we'll see how the board is. So I checked the pins on the back of the port. It's all connected. Yeah, see, this board's already cooling down, unlike the Slim. And like I was saying with the Slim, it for some reason with the Slims, like they don't cool down as fast. So as you can see, there's like the liquid metal is separated here. So I'm gonna go ahead and extract what I can and try to put it in that empty area there. Try to get it to stick. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine as long as it hasn't caused like any overheating issues or anything like that. First one here. Good to go. With this one, you said it's been sitting a long time. Okay, so I do leave it plugged up, right, for quite some time because it wouldn't turn on. So what you'll have to do is you'll just have to do the same thing. So you just plug it up, and if it doesn't turn on immediately, that's fine. Unplug the power cord. If it does that, unplug the power cord and then plug it back in, and don't try to turn it on. And then try again after like 30 minutes or something like that, and it should turn on just fine. So. But yeah, whenever they sit for a long time, it like drains all of the power out. So if you like plug it in and try to turn it on immediately, it's not gonna do it. That one. And I do recommend laying your console down too. Yeah, just like this with the disk drives on the bottom, and this logo is facing up for both of them. This one doesn't have the disk drive on it, so just where the logo is facing up here. That's the side you want it. But yeah, that'll help prevent the ports from breaking. But I don't know if you guys like move them a bunch or something. Yeah. Okay. yeah. So I mean, there's no like real preventable way of stopping that as long as you like unplug the cords from the console whenever you move it, which I'm pretty sure he does. I think that's how it actually broke. And then whenever you go to plug it up, just make sure it plugs straight in. Yeah. Yeah, because if it plugs in crooked at all, it'll just snap it right off, or it'll break it. That's that on there. Yeah. Yeah.
I bought the Xbox for him because I had that at first. And he wanted that, so I was like, thank you for it.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, you take care.
Yeah, I've been trying to get over here for a couple months, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. I get out of work, I take the time, I'm like, 5 o'clock, I ain't gonna make it, cause I'm
Yeah, yeah. I know it's always hard, right? Whenever you
Yeah.
want to like go to a business or something, but they close at 5 and you get off work at 5.
I was gonna bring it to work, bring it while I was working, cause I didn't realize it was this close, so I was working on it sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I called a while back. I was like, do I need to bring the cord? I guess he was like, no, you good.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, you have any questions or anything, feel free to give me a call.
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right. So that worked out then. All right, we're gonna try to get this liquid metal back where it's supposed to be, so it doesn't cause an issue. It might stick, but it might not. So sometimes it creates like this weird haze behind it. It does have some like scarring, as I call it, which is like the darker spots, which are like raised up. And those can prevent the liquid metal from sticking where it's supposed to be, but we'll see. Ooh. All right, so it looks like it's stuck perfect. It's stuck perfect on the heatsink side here, so I'm gonna do the same thing to the board side. Alright, so it actually stuck perfectly, so which means that that haze behind it didn't really cause an issue for this one. So you can see it stuck on there perfectly. Because sometimes it creates like this weird fog behind it, either fog or it's like a raised up part. Even on this side, it's stuck perfectly, even though there was some like scarring on there. So that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes it sticks just fine, and other times it won't stick at all. And it just comes with like that weird fog or that like scarring on it. But yeah, this one shouldn't have any issues, even though I thought it would, but it shouldn't. So we're gonna get this one put back together so we can test this one out too. This is my third one here ever since I've been live. How long's it been? An hour and 13. That's not bad. That's not bad. So we can get this one fixed. That means that I got 3 of them fixed in an hour and a half, which is what I was hoping for. I also fixed an Xbox this morning and a PS5 controller that had stick drift. What did I do with my... Uh-oh. I think I walked away with my screwdriver. I sure did. No, I hate when this happens. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's what I say. Freaking lose this thing all the time. Excuse my language. I lose this thing all the time. You think I'd be able to find a bright orange and yellow screwdriver easier? Sometimes I'll like walk away with it though and set it down somewhere random. Cause I'm not thinking. I do have other screwdrivers, but this one's my favorite. This guy said he has been without a console for quite some time, which is why I post on Instagram. Because then people don't even think you can get this stuff repaired. And then watches a video on Instagram and finds out he can. Which is nice for both of us, right? So then he doesn't have to spend much to get it working. And I get to feed my family, so. Tomorrow morning I'll probably do I'll probably do the scuff controller. I'm putting Hall effects inside of a scuff, so that'll be tomorrow morning. Which will be a fun one because then I get to show you how much is inside of a scuff controller. It's like a whole bunch of ribbons and stuff. Especially because this one has back buttons. The only bad part about working on those scuff controllers is if somebody drops it and it breaks one of those buttons. Curtis, what's going on, Curtis? Then I can like fix them, but if it doesn't like register or something, then I can't fix it. But most of the time I can like reassemble them because those buttons tend to fall apart whenever they drop the controllers. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. See, I always say that Wednesday is my busiest day. Wednesday's my busiest day, and this kind of proves it here. So, I said that last Wednesday. Wait, did I say that last Wednesday? I don't know. Between Wednesday and Saturday, it could really vary. But Saturdays are like a hit or miss. I'm only open for 5 hours on Saturday. So sometimes it's like, sometimes I'll get like 7 or 8 consoles on Saturday, and sometimes I'll get like 1. It's kind of funny how that works. It all depends on the weather too. Like it's been raining the past 2 days. So I really haven't had too much. I just have like odd stuff that people bring in. It's funny because typically the stuff I don't like specialize working on, people will bring in during like the rainy weather, whenever this is where all the cool cats hang out. Ace consoles, thank you. I guess it's where the cool cats hang out, I don't know. Oh, but like I was saying, yeah, whenever it like slows down for like consoles and stuff like that, it always picks up for like the weird items. Like I fixed like clusters for like cars and like, oh, I need to vacuum that. A bunch of like odd things that I don't normally work on. I'll typically work on those things whenever consoles are slow. Alright, this should be good enough. Look at the difference between how dirty it is on the side that I haven't got to yet. Isn't that so funny? Look at that. Can you guys see that? How dirty that is? Yeah. It's not too bad, but still fairly dirty. So this one came in with the stand on the bottom. I'm not going to put that back on because I've done lots of upgrades from extreme rate accessories on PS5 controllers and Steam Deck, but I've never repaired any of them. Is it much harder or similar? In what regards? Like, depends on what you're trying to repair, honestly, because if you've done like extreme rate accessories, I mean, it depends. It really just depends on like what you're trying to repair, honestly, because I would say one of the hardest consoles to work on is the Xbox Series X, like USB ports, HDMI or USB. No, so if you have, well, it depends on like which extreme rate accessories you put in. If you've done like a lot of like micro soldering and stuff like that, it may be easier for you. If you have a heat gun, it's going to be like 1,000 times easier for you. But if you just have a soldering iron, it's going to be challenging. All those videos that you see on like YouTube and stuff like that of people like doing it with only a soldering iron, it's a lot harder than it looks. Just to let you know that. So it came in with this stand right here, which has like the screw that screws onto the bottom. So I always tell people this stand actually turns, so like that. You see how that pops up? And then I just tell them to slide it on here. So let's move this over so you can see what I'm talking about. So here's the side of the console here. And those little clips right here just slide on. Click onto the side there. And then it just keeps the console from sliding around when it's laying on its side. And this is the way that you want it because the motherboard is underneath the HDMI port here, so it's got a better stance, less likely to break, and less likely to overheat when it's laying down like this. So we're going to go over here and test this out and make sure that everything works with it. Oh, I will give him the screw back though, but it's not like he's going to need it. Check out my artwork. You like those? Thanks. I just didn't want to set myself up if I tried. I'll try to learn some more before attempting this. Yeah, the best thing that I can say, honestly, is try to find motherboards like, I'll just leave you guys here for a second. Yeah, my wife made this, and my wife's pretty cool. What was I talking about? What am I in here for? Oh, his screw. I was gonna grab a screw, so I didn't forget. I walked through here. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the best way to do it is just like get some like motherboards and stuff like that. And so I'll just show you for reference here. For one, if you get motherboards like on gaming consoles and stuff like that, and you want to work on gaming consoles, buy motherboards wherever you can get them, because for one, you can also reuse ports and stuff off of them. It's not really focusing because my design there, but yeah, so just like get a bunch of like random motherboards. You can see like I tried to do like an APU swap on this, didn't work. I like way overheated it and melted it and stuff. So this is just used for like, yeah, buy a broken board and practice. Yeah, just like Rusty said. So, but yeah, it's basically that. I mean, you can see that I don't even know what's happening. I think I was like adjusting the settings on my reball machine, and I completely like melted this and like destroyed the board. So yeah, just get a bunch of these boards and AC, think you can fix this? Good luck. Look at this. But yeah, just get a bunch of like motherboards and stuff like that, or like old broken consoles, and just work on breaking them down and putting them back together and stuff like that. And then work on like taking stuff off. So like the ports, work on taking those off. And once you get familiar with it, it's pretty easy. If you get ahead of yourself though, then you can destroy a console though. So never get ahead of yourself. Always work at your own risk. Alright, so this is the PS5 we just fixed. So this one's good. Go ahead and give the customer a call wherever I put my phone. Alright.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Uh-oh, they got the do not call thing on. You gotta call 2 times.
Your call has been forwarded.
Should I try 3 times? Should I just keep calling him? I'm gonna try one more time. Oh.
Hey, sorry about that.
Hey, it's all good. Yeah, your PS5 is good to go.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
1 second.
Okay. The phone tag worked there. 8-bit repair. What is that? Is that a can of tuna? Or is that spam? Spam. Ooh. Alright, I got it all pulled up for you right here.
I'll be right back. I left my card in the car.
Okay. Oh. Spamming the chat. Spam calling. Hope you guys are having good days today. Yeah, I went live this morning and I did not feel like it. I was way out of it. It just didn't feel good. But I guess my mood kind of lifted throughout the day. So I figured I'd go live again, and I'm glad I did. Get to talk to everyone. Everybody wants to have their own business. Until you're the only employee. You're the only one you get to talk to, besides your customers. Waited 3 weeks. Got my new scope. Alright, this is it right here.
Perfect.
Good to go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I can't lie, I was kind of stalking your TikTok because I thought you were live streaming maybe.
I am live streaming
you
on
were?
YouTube though.
Ah, that makes sense. I saw the warranty stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Are there still... Do we get, like, does this come with a warranty?
Oh, my Reapers ones?
Yes.
Let me see if I have them. Yeah, no one's asking about those either. I stick them in people's consoles every once in a while. People will never see them.
I love them. I like the design of them too.
My wife made them.
That's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, which one?
I'll take this one.
Yeah?
Perfect. Thank you so
Alright.
much.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, it's kind of funny that you were looking for the live stream. It was on YouTube instead of TikTok.
Right.
but-
I was like, oh, I found him. Hasn't posted since April. Well, I guess that might.
Yeah.
Not be active.
I know, I'm so bad at posting.
Good Lord.
That's why I just decided to go live on YouTube, because
That
then I
makes
don't have to
sense.
post videos.
That's insane.
So instead of standing it up, I definitely recommend you lay your console down.
Okay.
I went ahead and put your stand like this. You can
Perfect.
take it off if you want, but this like turns so that it sits here on the stand.
Okay. Perfect.
It just keeps it from like sliding around.
Okay.
And then that's your
Stand screw.
the
Alright.
stand screw right
Perfect.
there.
Thank you.
Now would you like to pay today, cash,
Card.
Card, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yours is on. So I streamed 2 times today. I streamed this morning, and then I started another stream that I currently have right now.
Gotcha.
So if you want to watch it, it'll be the last PS5
Okay.
on the stream right now.
Perfect.
So.
Sounds good. I'll definitely check it out. The same username, Reaper's Electronics.
Research Electronics. Alright, you can just tap the back of the phone here. Yep.
Perfect.
It'll ask you how you want your receipt. Alright,
Alright,
you're
thank
ready to
you.
go.
Have a good day.
You're welcome. Yeah, take care.
As well.
That was kind of funny. Wait, what'd you get? Got your new scope. AliExpress version of AmScope branded as High Cloud. You talking about like the camera lens? If you're talking about the camera lens, I definitely need that. But if you're just talking about a normal scope, then never mind. But it's kind of funny that that guy was looking for me to be live on TikTok, and I was live on YouTube. I may have to go live on TikTok, but I don't know how to do that. I know you have to have like a certain amount of followers. I don't think I have enough on TikTok, but don't know too much about that. But I think I am done for the day today, so thanks for watching. Show you guys my caviar on my way out. You guys take care. My in-laws are coming into town today, so woohoo. Alright guys, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.